see what we got going on here today, huh?
What do we have here?
Well, whatever this is, it's very interesting. Now, what we have here appears to be a genuine, real-life praying mantis.
But how do we know it's a praying mantis, James? Do it, I was smiling.
Okay, this is...
But how do we know it's a praying mantis?
Great question, JMO. First, let's determine whether or not this organism is an insect.
Insects, a part of your world for over 400 million years.
Aha. Just so happens that we have a few year-round residents here at the Bethel Horizons Nature Center that serve as representatives for our group of organisms known as insects.
Insects.
Here we have one of our Madagascar hissing cockroaches. Part of the... You didn't like that. Part of a group of insects known as Blatoideae, i.e. cockroaches. So no, these guys are not beetles, even though they kind of look like they could be. And one of the first things people might notice when looking at this organism is the tough, hard exterior. It kind of looks almost like a shell. This actually is not a shell, but what is known as an exoskeleton. You see, insects, along with many other invertebrates, such as centipedes, spiders, and crustaceans, have what's known as an exoskeleton. A rigid external covering for the body in some invertebrate animals, especially arthropods, that provides both support and protection. To put things in perspective, humans, along with all other species of mammal, including this coyote here, have what we could refer to as an endoskeleton. A skeleton on the inside of the body covered up by skin, muscle tissue, whereas insects and all other arthropods have their skeleton on the outside, and that is protecting the body tissue, fluids, things of that nature. A second thing that people might notice when looking at this insect is that its body appears to be segmented. It's got kind of these little sections where you can see, let's see, like a section here, a few sections right there, and then this back section here, and even that back section you can tell there's kind of segments to it, right? Every species of insect on planet Earth, whether you are a butterfly,
cricket, grasshopper, horsefly, mayfly, bumblebee, honeybee, cockroach, termite, earwig, walking stick, cicada, stinkbug, soldier beetle, stag beetle, tiger beetle, hoverfly, housefly, deerfly, mosquito, wasp, hornet, moth, or butterfly,
is going to have three body parts. A top part, the head, a middle portion known as the thorax, and then a back portion, the rear end, known as the abdomen. Now, when we look at the cockroach here, you can kind of tell that we've got three fairly distinct body parts. And we'll start up here with the head. That's covered, these two little horns here, and that's covered by what's known as the pronotum shield. Then we extend down to these two segments here, and that is what's known as the thorax, the part of the body where the legs are extending from. And then finally this back part here. Oh, and that is what we would refer to as the abdomen. On our live praying mantis specimen, it's a little harder to tell, but here on this diagram you can see we've got the head right there. Then we move down, we've got the thorax, So again, the portion of the body where the legs are extending from, and that's going to be this part. And then even further down here, we have its abdomen, the rear end. So, just to summarize here, all insects are going to have that hard, rigid exterior known as the exoskeleton. All insects are going to have 3 body parts, a head, thorax, and abdomen. All insects are all going to have 6 legs, 3 pairs each. And that is every species of insect that we have here on planet Earth.
Okay, James, so we know it's an insect, but how do we know it's not one of the other, like, 900,000 different species of insects, like a grasshopper or a walking stick?
Here, well, let's, okay, wait.
Grasshopper.
I'm going to do another. Alright. That is another great question, Oliver, and you are exactly correct. In fact, insects happen to be some of the most abundant organisms on planet Earth. There are over 900,000 different species of insect worldwide, all of them having unique adaptations that allow them to move, hunt, mate, and survive in a wide array of habitats. There are over 1,500 different species of praying mantis worldwide, most of which are found in tropical regions. Of the 1,500 species of mantis, only 20 species occur here in the United States, and we really only have 3 that occur here in southwest Wisconsin.
Here at the Beth Horizons Nature Center, we have representatives from all the major orders of insect, including Odonata, dragonflies and damselflies; Orthoptera, crickets, grasshoppers, and locusts; Hemiptera, true insects like water striders, backswimmers, and bugs; Diptera, flies, mosquitoes, and gnats; Lepidoptera, moths and butterflies; Hymenoptera, bees, wasps, and ants; Coleoptera, beetles.
Now, do you remember how we talked about how all insects have 6 legs, 3 pairs on each side? Well, one way the praying mantis can be readily distinguished is by its unique prothoracic legs, which are the first pair of legs on the thorax closest to the head. And in all insects, we can describe the 3 pairs of legs we have here, beginning at the head and down to the abdomen, as the prothoracic legs, the mesothoracic legs, and the metathoracic legs. Now, prothoracic legs are front legs modified for grasping prey with long, sharp spines that fit into grooves on the opposing parts when they are not in use. And you can even kind of see here those raptorial prothoracic legs there. So if you get a good look up close, he's kind of got those spines in there for grasping and catching prey.
Insects.
Oh, no, you don't.
Got it. Take a look at this grasshopper here.
Grasshopper.
We can tell that it's not a praying mantis because even though it's got the exoskeleton, it's got the 3 body parts here, the head, thorax, and abdomen. It's got the 6 legs, 3 on each side. Well, we can tell that it's not a praying mantis because it's got an entirely different body shape. It's got a different head shape here. It's got a totally different mouth part. Until he's kind of oozing out some black stuff there. That's normal. Another way we can readily distinguish this insect from the praying mantis is that they've got an entirely different set of modified limbs. Specifically, the grasshopper has these modified metathoracic legs. The prothoracic legs, the mesothoracic legs, and the metathoracic legs. Perfect. Oh. You can kind of see that adapted metathoracic leg there, that jumping leg at the posterior end of the thorax, closest to the butt, i.e. the abdomen. In this grasshopper here, these legs function like mini catapults. So they allow this insect to leap great distances, probably to escape predators. Metathoracic legs. And in the insect world, leg form is often influenced by use and then adapted to fit some kind of ecological niche. There we go, get it up close, look at that guy. And we're gonna let him go now. Have fun, grasshopper.
My God, did you see that? He picked Frank up like it was nothing. Try jumping 30 times your body length and then talk to me.
Left-hand corner of your screen, we've got a praying mantis. He's moving in on this. Oh, he's got the grasshopper. Good. Let's see that again in slow-mo. Nice.
All right, now check this out.
Where's the head? Alright, here we've got the praying mantis engaging in a type of mimicry known as deception. All praying mantises are predaceous, feeding on virtually anything they can catch, including this injured grasshopper here. Ambush predators, sitting and waiting or very slowly stalking with the front legs raised up, poised to clamp down on whatever insect moves in front of them. Oh, wow, yep, okay, he's got that grasshopper pretty good there, and at this point it's basically a game of power, and the mantis is going to win that game. The grasping response of the mantid is incredibly fast, so targeted prey rarely escape.
Wow, look at that. There's those modified prothoracic legs in action there, taking down that grasshopper. Notice too how the praying mantis went right for the grasshopper's metathoracic legs, the legs that they use for jumping.
If we're going leg against leg, I'm going to give the win to the mantis every time. Look how he's got that grasshopper in a vice grip there, those spines, he's got him clamped down, and the grasshopper's trying to get out, he's trying to wriggle out of there, but he is not going to manage that. Oh, and he's kicking up that back leg there, trying to overpower the mantis, but the mantis is not. Look, here's a great shot of him eating up on the leg there.
What the?
Oh, hey. Sorry about that. That was my attempt at deception, when an animal tries to appear inconspicuous in its environment. You see, when hunting, praying mantises will sometimes sway back and forth to mimic a leaf or a tree branch that is swinging in the breeze.
You may have noticed the mantis doing this in the last scene while he was sneaking up on the grasshopper.
Praying mantises are not especially common insects. Like most insects, their populations ebb and flow depending on environmental conditions, factors of that nature. When we do find them, though, we often find them lurking in prairies, grasslands, fields, open spaces, kind of like the one that we have up here at Adama. Praying mantises are also fairly difficult to locate because, along with the deceptive mimicry that they'll often use, they are also often cryptically colored to match their natural habitat.
This camouflage makes them less likely to be noticed by their prey until it's too late. Some will resemble leaves or really just other parts of plants found in their native habitat.
And a big thanks to Leon Gander, who alerted me when he came across the praying mantis found up here at Adama. Thanks, Leon.
You're welcome.
People are gonna love this.
Wow, yeah, hey Jacob, you know, I could continue talking about insects all day with you. Gotta get back to work, so. Yep, alright, I'll talk to you soon, buddy. Bye-bye. Oh, hey, thank you for tuning in to another Wildlife Wednesday. Stay tuned, keep tuning in, see what we got coming up next, but more importantly, get outside, go explore, go read, go do some learning. And always remember, learning is cool. And don't you forget it.